Good evening, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, and welcome to yet another edition of Gridiron Weekly. So we had some technical difficulties last night. We maybe even lacked a producer last week, but we're back and better than ever. And we're going to take you on an incredible ride today, which I can't even believe we're allowed to do. So we decided that it's time. We're getting danger close to this college football season, so we're going to start going over some of these divisions. So we decided to go. It was a very close vote, very tight. We decided to go in order and begin with the ACC. But before we get started, we have to welcome the best co-host in the business, William the A Train Akins. Look at him. He's very aerodynamic these days and very powerful. Look at him. He's powerful. Look at him. Then we have John, who we can't even go into his exploits. Some of them are X-rated. Some of them, go so far beyond the expectation of what a human being can do on a basketball court. We can't even get into it.
Some of them involve sheep.
No, not yet. No, not that I ever heard of that. But he's up there in Buffalo. He's experiencing the spring lake effect, which is rain and chili. Rain and chili. But we won't go into his exploits because I do believe all the rumors.
You're right.
The one that William mentioned, I believe all the other rumors. And one of these days we will get the clippings out of the paper.
Yeah.
I will find them.
Yeah,
we will broadcast them to the world.
Yes. If I could just get into my old house and the old place I grew up in, they're there. The one is there. That's what it says. I can't hide from it.
So. You can't hide from it, ladies and gentlemen. But he's eager to please us all. So the ACC had a gaffe last year where they had one of their best teams not in the playoff because of some goofiness that went on. So this year it's going to be interesting this year to see what goes on in the ACC. Who's still the class and who has dogs that bark unrelentlessly? Oh, wait, the latter, that's me. But anyway, we're going to see who's the class of the ACC. We're going to see what some wins and losses. We're just going to go with the Vegas odds because that's all I have available to me. I don't know if it's DraftKings. I don't know. That doesn't really matter. But we're going to talk about the ACC. Actually, it's the Atlantic Coastal Pacific Coastal Conference. ACPCC is what its new name is going to be. Yeah, that's a mouthful, ladies and gentlemen, but that's what it is. They are considering themselves that. So without further ado, because we have no more dues to give, we're going to start off and we're going to figure out, first and foremost, we're going to give this to William first. William, just who do you think – you don't have to go into players or any coaches or any movement or anything like that. Who do you think is still the class of the ACC? Because we'll remind everybody, the ACC championship game last year played in Charlotte was Virginia versus Duke, and Duke won with an 8-3 record. Go ahead, William.
I mean, I think the favorite's got to be Miami, right? I mean, I'd say maybe Virginia Tech might be a sleeper in there. Under James Franklin. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Even I would say, Cal might be halfway decent with that new. I can't pronounce his name. Jaron Kiwu Sagapoleta or whatever the hell his name is. I
mean, Sagapoa Lutele.
Yeah. Well, that's just a.
We'll just call him Sega. How about just Sega?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he looked pretty good last year. He's a big kid, left hand. I thought he was decent.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, Virginia Tech, I think, might be a sleeper. I think that, you getting Franklin. I don't know. At least he doesn't have to face Ohio State anymore.
He does not. You are right, sir.
He took that Ethan Grunkemeyer with him. So right. Who knows if that is going to help? Maybe, So maybe I would say, I mean, you can't ever count out Miami. Cristobal's still a damn good coach. They still have a good. They still got a good running back in that Fletcher, and you still got Malachi Toney there. So
man, is he good?
Yeah, and SMU, I would say, is another. They're probably going to be up there, maybe even Clemson. So yeah. Louisville, I think, could potentially be halfway decent.
Billy, let me interrupt you for a real quick question. Do you think the ACC is losing its luster when it comes to football and its glitz and glamour?
No, I don't think they are. I think they're holding. I mean, they're not. I wouldn't, I wouldn't rank them up with the SEC, but I think that they're halfway decent. There's
Where would out of the Power Four? Where are they?
yeah, I would say 3.
Yeah,
I would say 3.
I think they're better than Big 12 because at least they attempt to play defense.
Oh, they're for sure better than Big 12.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. You got Miami, SMU, Virginia, Louisville, Virginia Tech, Clemson, NC State, Georgia Tech, Florida State, Cal, Pitt, Pitt, Wake Forest, Duke, North Carolina, Syracuse, Stanford, Boston College.
It's a pretty good lineup there.
Not pushovers.
No.
Some of them are, but I think it's still a pretty strong conference.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. John, jump in there. Your first look at this conference.
Miami probably separates themselves as the easy number 1 there. Love the guy from Ohio State's in Louisville, Pineholtz. I'm looking forward to seeing him play there. If he's as good as what Ohio State was trying to tell me he was during last year's spring, when they weren't sure was it going to be him or what's his name? Julian saying they could be really good if he's as good as they said. I'm looking forward to seeing how Louisville plays with him. I don't know. SMU will be good again. Why not? I'm looking forward to the demise of Clemson. This should be Dabo Sweeney's last year. I've had enough of seeing him, and if they don't, he'll be done. I think that team there is they're not in the conversation for me to win this conference. I'd say Louisville, SMU would be in for. Well, look at all that talent they had last year, and they won 7 games. I mean, they got a lot of guys drafted. A lot of guys are on rosters right now. And that's what he did. I mean, I don't think it gets better. I don't know. I'm not real high on them at all. I do agree with Bill. Like, could Virginia Tech? I mean, what a great spot for Franklin. I realize people that like Penn State don't like him. I understand that. I get it. I definitely get it because he couldn't win the big game. But that's perfect. I mean, all he's got to do, if he wins 9, 10 games, 9, 10 every year, get them to being like that. He'll always have a chance, maybe in the ACC, to get himself to a maybe into a playoff, win 11 games, win 10.
I don't think Franklin is a good coach. I don't think he's a good coach. I think what he did with Drew Allard was, he did not play up to Drew Allard's strengths at all. I mean, and even the these ex assistants are coming out of the woodwork and saying exactly what I'm saying, that they did not utilize Allard in the correct way. So and that was all on Franklin too. He was the one that made that decision on how to utilize him.
I don't know that he was that authoritarian. I mean, he turned Vanderbilt around. They're relevant now. I mean, he got to Penn State after Bill O'Brien brought him from the brink of that absolute monster that was there.
Paterno. Yeah, but I mean, he couldn't win the big games, Ed.
Well, to be fair, he's not on the field throwing those passes that LR threw.
I get it too, but still, he's at a powerhouse. He's in a powerhouse program like Penn State. I mean, he had talent, practically every year. And I think he underachieved, period. I think he underachieved.
Well, you compare him to Ohio State, right? Same thing they said about Ryan Day, and then Ryan Day got one. So yeah. I think it just
he got one. That's emphasis on he got one.
Right. But I'm saying also that he did put his players in positions. Maybe Drew Allard is just not that good. Maybe he just folds under pressure. Because he did it back in years. He folded under pressure in the bowl game. He folded under pressure. And those were not plays. Those were plays that
and isn't it funny how everybody is ranking him higher than geez, can't forget his name now. Will Howard. Isn't it funny how in this town everybody's ranking him higher than Will Howard? Will Howard, he had all these guys NFL player. Okay, but he still put it together and won in big games. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. People have some really backwards way of thinking when it comes to looking at these.
Yeah, but I don't know that he had the amazing offensive line they had in Ohio
Well,
State.
I'm going to tell you right now, yeah, I mean, I agree. Drew Aller, he more often than not, he choked in big games, But I mean, I think Franklin had a little bit of to do with that. I don't think they utilized him in the right way. It's not just me saying that. I've heard that numerous times from experts saying that. So I don't
The
know.
only pushback I'll give you is I'll agree with you that that's what it appeared, but I don't think it was necessarily specific to Aller. I think you're correct, but I think it was to the offensive coordinator. I think that he just puckered up and told him to be safe, which
Yeah.
proves your point that he wasn't playing to the positive strength of his quarterback.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was necessarily personal. But I agree with you that I think he just they puckered up when it mattered.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Virginia Tech, he should be able to if he's the coach that everybody thinks he is, he should be able to. I agree with John. He should be able to win 9 games down in Virginia Tech.
I mean, he brought in 27 players from the portal, flipped 5-star recruits from Penn State.
Yeah,
I mean, and you
they're
guys
going to be a better program, no doubt about it.
Yeah, he also retained his defense coordinator, which he had at Penn State, who did a great job, Brent Pry, who ironically enough was the quarterback or was the coach he's replacing. But this time, Tech decided to throw $238 million of NIL to their athletics and $58 million to the football program. So it's going to be different times down there. But I wanted to get your guys see what you guys thought about Mensa going from Duke to Miami. But what do you think about that? He's that electric quarterback from Duke that basically won him the ACC championship, and now he's the starter at Miami. Any thoughts on that?
Well, that's why I say Miami's the front runner. I mean, they're loaded, man. I mean, yeah. Hey, Miami was in the freaking championship last year.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey, that I mean, the ACC had was represented in the championship last year.
Yeah.
That's why I don't. Are they a good conference? Yeah, I think they're a damn good conference.
Yeah, with that representation,
for sure.
Yeah.
So Miami wasn't any pushover last year. I mean, they just ran into a really hot Indiana team.
Yeah.
That's why I say they're the front runner this year.
Yeah, and Malachi Tony's electric. He truly is electric. I mean, if they put him in a backfield with Mensa, man, that's going to be tough to defend.
He's going to play in Sunday.
But they did offer. They're number one in the portal. They did offer Ty Simpson between $6 and $8 million to transfer from.
I heard that.
Yeah. So I mean, Mensa wasn't their first choice, but still, they got an electric quarterback. And Bill, you're right to go down. And I think that is huge for the ACC to get that representation. I just think sometimes people want to take the glare off of them. They want to, and they produce. I mean, Clemson's got 2 of them in the past 15 years. I mean, they're doing well. I just think they need to strengthen their middle.
Their heads and shoulders are better than the Big 12.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
The part of this conference that I find to be always fun to watch is the middle. Yeah. Like when I get to watch Pitt play with that quarterback they're going to have, or I don't know, like Virginia Tech, Cal, all that. The middle might be as good as anywhere. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like, because you got Miami. I think Louisville and SMU might be at another level than the middle. If I was trying to rank them, like, I feel like those 2 teams are closer to Miami than anyone else. And then you start having some fun stuff. You got Virginia Tech. You got all these games. Clemson, too. You throw them in the mix.
Louisville.
I mean, you just got to really.
Florida State. Is Florida State going to come back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, this is a very exciting conference. I think it's as good. I think it's probably better in a lot of ways and more exciting. I think so. Than the Big Ten or SEC in that part of the conference where you're looking at the lower half. Like, not even lower half. It's the mid tier of it.
It's a well-rounded conference. Yeah. I think,
And then watching Northwestern play Michigan State, or watching, you get what I mean? Like, I'm going to rather watch let's say, Pitt play Virginia than I want to watch Michigan, Northwestern play Illinois. It's just that's the way I kind of feel. And same with some SEC teams like Kentucky, whoever, let them play Auburn. And I don't know if I want to really care to see it compared to what the ACC offers me. I'm talking just as a viewer, as a guy who's going to sit and watch some college football. Fun conference.
Yeah.
Well, I think, John, that sums it up, eloquently. I think that the SEC and Big Ten are very top heavy, right? There's not much middle there. You know, they're top heavy conferences. Their top five are phenomenal, and you know, but in the middle it's just like meh, blah, you know. Whereas the ACC, I think you've got talent depth, you know, everywhere. You've got a lot of you know, it's well rounded.
Yeah. All right, let's start going through program by program. And Billy, let's be homers. Let's start with PITT, Pitt. What are you, first and foremost, Billy? Mason Heinschel. What is he? Talk to us, Billy.
Well, you know, they're rebuilding this year. You had pretty significant roster turnover from last year. You know, I think they got 16 incoming transfers.
Yeah.
The 2026 signing class, they ranked them between 25 and 50. I forget what the exact ranking was. They reloaded the receiver room. Yeah, I mean Mason Heinschel, I thought in that bowl game, you know, I thought he could have played better. I think actually the whole team could have played better in that bowl game. That was pretty, that was pretty bad. But I don't know. I mean, I think that he has promise. I like what I saw. I mean, he beat oh geez, man, I'm terrible with names tonight. He beat what's his name out? Huh?
Yeah, we know who you're talking about. The previous quarterback that came from Alabama.
Alabama, yeah, he beat him out. What's his name? God, I'm.
It's another H.
Yeah. I forget.
Yeah, I'm with you. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but anyways, you know, he beat him out last year, and you know, I thought he showed some promise. I thought he really showed some promise. You know, I thought Eli Holstein. Yeah, Eli Holstein. Yeah, I mean, I thought, you know, Eli Holstein, his biggest problem was he there was times where he looked amazing. There was times where he looked bad. There was no like, oh, he played a good consistent, you know, he wasn't a very good consistent player. And you know, he had injury problems too. A lot of injury issues. Heinz still seems to be a little bit more durable, and he seems to be a little bit more cerebral. He seems like he has, you know,
Billy, does he have an arm?
Well, that's the thing. When I look at Heinschel and Holstein, I think Holstein has a better arm.
Yep.
But I don't think between the ears, he maybe has it all.
Goes to Heinschel.
Yeah, Heinschel really has very pocket presence. I think his reads are good. You know, he goes through his progressions. He knows when to check it down. You know, but there's some issues with the arm, I think, you know.
Yeah.
That's something that can get, you know, corrected.
Well, I mean, he can obviously get stronger.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a tough kid too. I think he's, you know, he's a tough kid. I've seen him take a lot of hits last year and bounce right up.
Sneaky elusive in the pocket.
Yeah. I mean, he has very good pocket awareness. He knows he's very good at knowing what's around him and what, you know, he's his peripheral vision is very good. I saw him a lot. You know, I saw him last year. A lot of times, pocket collapse. He knew. Some quarterbacks wait. You know, they wait and they, you know, and then they get, you know, they get hemmed up. He's not one of those quarterbacks. He notices when the initial pocket seems to collapse. He notices that he needs to get out and do something else, and he usually does it. And it's promising to see. But I think they're in good hands with the kid. I want to see what he does this year. You know, after having a full season under his belt.
Yeah. So I went and I looked up the real quick. I went and looked up the college football transfer portal rankings. So out of the top 22, the ACC has 5 teams. They got Louisville at 4. They got Tech at 6. Notre Dame's might as well just be ACC. They're such assholes for not being ACC. they're at 9. Then you have Miami at 16. You have Cal at 21 and Virginia at 22. That's not bad. And then if you go to 25, you have SMU. So 6 teams in the top 25 rankings. Pitt was a little lower, Billy, on this one. Who is this? This is called, I don't know, 1-3, whatever the hell that is. Pitt here was 63rd on this one. But I saw other places where you were exactly right. I saw them as high as 41. So you got to throw them all in there and look at them out the ground, you know?
Yeah.
But And they do have a really cool thing in here.
I mean, they got a good. I want to see. I think they're at Virginia Tech on October 2nd. October 24th, they're at Miami.
What are you doing October 2nd, Billy?
Going down to Virginia Tech with you.
Awesome. You want to? Really? You do?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time to go down to Blacksburg in October.
Warm. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, John, what do you think about Pitt there, buddy?
Defense, right? Is it going to be good again? If it's good again, like always, they're always tough. They should be a bold, right? They should win probably 7, 8 games, 9.
They've lost Rasheem Biles. He went to Texas. So I'm on FanDuel. This is FanDuel.
I mean, Braylon Lovelace I think he's going to be the leader of that defense.
Yeah.
And you also you lost Kyle Lewis too, which is big.
Yeah.
And Rasheem Biles, you can't, but I think Braylon Lovelace is going to take over that. He's going to be that leader. He's going to have that leadership role.
Yeah. So that's a great point, John. Well, he always coaches well on defense. Yeah. I can't stand him.
He's a defensive coach.
Yeah. And he's put so many effing people in the NFL. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's why he's always safe. I mean, you look at the draft this year. I think 5 got drafted. Which isn't a lot, but it's not nothing.
Right.
Pitt is they are an NFL, factory. Yeah, they are. They absolutely are.
Yeah. I mean, and
they've been that way for a long time. I mean, we're talking decades.
Yeah.
Right.
And here on this one, they have Pitt at 7.5.
Yeah.
Over under, which I think they're an 8-4 team every year. Narduzzi's he's gonna have that one year where they're 10-2 and he's gonna lose and choke, but they're usually an 8-win team, which gets them a bowl every year. So
definitely.
Yeah. All right, let's go to. We're gonna do a little bit random. Probably not a lot.
I like him too. I think there's. I like him. I just think sometimes he's made some really dumb decisions offensively. I know sometimes he usually delegates a lot of that offensive decisions, but he's with his quarterback, with some of the things he's done there. I mean, I remember early on when he was his first couple years coaching, he was just he would do quarterbacks. He would rotate quarterbacks out in games, almost like you would rotate a starting pitcher out. And then they would ask him about it. Oh, well, we only intended him to play, until halftime or 2 series in the second half and then pull him out. It's like, what? So, yeah,
it's weird. All right, we're gonna go. John, start us off. Boston College is not that good. They don't have a lot of NIL. We don't know a lot of their players. Anything to say about Boston College?
No, not really. I mean,
Bill O'Brien was 2-10 last year. Does he survive?
He might as well. I mean, I don't know. What are they doing? They're not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not doing anything to make it better. So I mean, another rough year is coming for them, and
he brought in 26 through the portal.
Will he be better than North Carolina? That's all he's got to worry. Can he be better than Belichick? I guess that's all. Yeah, be better than him. Other than that, what they don't, they're not doing nothing to make it better. So it's just, who's the quarterback? I don't even know who the hell they got.
I don't even.
Yeah, I mean.
They had a little rotation working. I don't even know, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, so it's just bad. It's just it's not. But they had a couple guys drafted though. I see.
They did.
Like 3. Well, they had the offensive tackle there. He came here to Buffalo, Jude Bowery, and then they had 2 other guys. So I mean, I would think they're the worst in the right. They're probably going to bring up the rear.
I would agree, Bill. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really look at their problem as being Bill O'Brien. I think it's NIL. And their NIL is terrible. I mean, I don't care if you have Jesus coaching. If you've got low NIL, that's not gonna, it's you're not gonna win. Period. So it's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. So
yeah,
that does suck. Suck for them. But all right, let's move on. Let's go, Billy. Let's go to talk to us real quick about Cal. They do have that good quarterback, Sega. So talk to us about them. I mean, they're always decent on defense, and their general manager now is what's his name?
It's unbelievable.
Listen, Boston College, Dylan Lonergan is their quarterback as of right now.
Lonergan. Okay.
Yeah. He was a redshirt sophomore, transferred from Alabama. I remember
Alabama just
he beat out Grayson James, if I believe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So now,
All
what
right,
were you saying now?
Cal, talk to us about Sega. Cal.
Yeah, I mean, still don't understand why the hell they would be in the ACC.
Right.
You know, yeah, I mean, isn't that stupid? I mean, if that's like probably the dumbest thing. You know, I mean, it's just I don't know
Totally.
why it's stupidity. I don't even understand why you would even ponder that, let alone make the move to actually do it. No, I mean, yeah, Cal's, they're decent. I mean, I think they're going to be a decent team. That quarterback's pretty damn good, from what I understand. But and they have a history of having pretty, some good quarterbacks.
Yeah, as you look through, you're right.
But I mean, I think they're a team to watch for sure.
Yeah.
I think they're a dark horse.
Yeah, I mean, and it all depends on their quarterback play. If that guy is legit,
Maybe.
I'm just looking right now at the adjusted NIL values. So here, Cal spends $2.7 million, right?
No.
But you got Oklahoma at $9 million. You've got the Ducks. This is their transfer. Ducks transferred in $16.3 million in NIL. Like, how are you going to compete with that?
You can't.
Ohio State, $11.2 million. I mean, that's a lot. There's a lot of cash. I mean, you're only spending $500,000 and somebody's spending $16.2 million. I mean, you're not going to succeed, unfortunately, which sucks. John, thoughts on Cal? You like that kid at all?
Yeah, definitely. Again, that's one of the fun teams. That's what I was talking about earlier. That part of the ACC, even though they shouldn't be there. It's like I always thought Rutgers should be in the ACC, and Cal, if they're not going to be out west, they might as well at least been in the Big Ten with USC and everybody else.
Right. Which I was shocked because that's the type of school that the Big Ten goes after. Academic schools with lots of grades.
Here's the problem I have with that. Okay. It's not so much of an issue with football and basketball, because but what about the softball team that's got to go across the country? What about the lacrosse team that's got to go across the country? What about the track team that's got to go across the country? Swimming, yeah. What about all those? I mean, it's just stupid. I mean, how do you not have geography? I mean,
I know.
I mean, how does geography not play a part in this?
Yeah, USC to Rutgers. Right.
Yeah.
UCLA to Rutgers. I mean,
it's stupid. It really is stupid. Like I said, I don't really worry about the football and basketball, but that water polo team that's got to travel, from the whole way from Cal to Pittsburgh, I mean, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little out there, but I mean, they have Cal here at 6.5.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
maybe a bowl team, right? If the goal, I almost said the goalie. If the quarterback is good, I mean, could be. Why not? Yeah, they could have 7. They're excited. They're going to be fun to watch. Again, that's the part. You want to watch those teams. Yeah. It's better than
nada. All right.
I mean, I like the match. I liked last year seeing Cal come to Acrisure and play. I mean, it was
game too, Billy.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm but it's just I don't know. Yeah. Geography has to come into play a part.
I think they're making so much money off of. Like, don't forget, the SEC gave everybody $1 billion last year. Every school.
They got to just change the names of these conferences, and then it won't seem so bad. Just I don't know what you change them to, but they're no longer. They just got to be destroyed because they make no sense anyways. So.
Right. The ACC is ACPCC.
Yeah, I mean
Atlantic Pacific or APCCC or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you're fine with like the American Conference, right? Those are perfectly fine because it's just the word American. But you're right. I mean, you can't call it the Pac-12 any longer, even though that's coming back, but, with different teams. All right, John, talk to us about your favorite coach in the ACC, Dabo Swinney at Clemson.
Oh,
7.5 wins is the over-under.
Yeah, I don't know. He'll probably get 7 again. I'm not a big fan. You know that I'm not. It's just a lot of talent. Lots. Yep. They all went to look at all the guys that got drafted in the NFL. All of them. I mean, these are all great. I'm looking at it right now. I mean, you got Peter Woods, TJ Parker, Avion Terrell, and just a ton of guys over and over. And this is what he produced. He's just too old. He's not good anymore. It's over. Like, it's just to the point where enough's enough. You got to go. And if he doesn't go, they'll never be what they were. That's my opinion.
BYU has 9. He has 10 transferring in.
Does he? Yeah, well.
10. BYU has 9. They're the lowest. And he lost 14, so it was -4 on that. And he only spent a modest $2.9 million in NIL.
He's like, the only.
How is he going to win when the whole system is changing, John?
He can't. I guess he can't. I don't know who's the quarterback. Christopher, what's his name? Vizina? I don't know who is this guy. I mean, you're just. He's gone down. He's got to go by the way of I guess Saban, like how Bill had always said why Saban left. I mean, it seems like that's where Sweeney's at, and he's not willing to accept it. But the only I saw that he was ranked 22nd in some poll somewhere in the top 20. The only reason, right, would be because of him that they keep putting him in places like that. But they're not even close to what where they were. Like Miami, there's such a big difference between them and Miami now. It's not even close.
Oh yeah.
SMU, Louisville are much better than this guy.
I really want to see that Louisville quarterback. See if he's as good as everybody says.
So he gets fired. So this is it, right? This has got to be it. This has to be the last dance here for Sweeney, because I don't know how they could do it again. They're going to go 7 wins, right? Wouldn't you guys say? How many? What are they at? What is the what's the over?
7.5. And they're picking the FanDuel's picking the over.
And they have them ranked at 6 in the ACC.
Right.
Which is behind Virginia.
That's embarrassing. If I'm Dabo, he used to own this freaking conference. Bill, thoughts on Dabo and the
well, the problem with Dabo is he was a good coach in the traditional college football system. He was a great coach, but when NIL completely took over, he went against the grain and said basically F NIL. I'm not gonna participate in it. I'm gonna he's his own worst enemy. It's you can't do that at the current landscape of college football. You can't do that. You have to your NIL has to be strong. You can't just adapt the traditional and say, oh, we're just going to win like we have been in FNIL. We're not going to participate. I think he made I'm not a full participant in NIL. I think he made that statement.
Yeah, I don't know what he did.
Which is stupid. I mean, that's just not. You're not going to win then. You're not going to win, and he's had underwhelming years. And he's, like I said, he's his own worst enemy when it comes to that. If you don't want to adapt, then you got to go, and that's all there is to it.
Somebody else come in who wants to play under these.
Nick Saban saw the writing on the wall. Nick Saban was like, "I'm not going to be able to coach in this. My principles and my morals and my values, I'm not going to be able to coach in this type of college football."
That's his attitude too when he's yelling at Rip.
So he saw the writing on the wall. He dipped out. Dabo thinks that he can buck the system and that he's going to be successful at it, and you're not. You're just not. I mean, that's the way it is, and if it's either you adapt or you die. Period. Point blank.
Go ahead, John.
Do they have a general manager over there? That's still, I can't even believe I say that when I'm talking about college.
I don't think they do. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah, that's me too. That's what I was going to say. So he's everything there, and he's just refusing to. He's got to be fired. The fact think about it, we don't even know who the GM is. Even if they have one, what did it matter? What are they going to tell him? They can't tell him. You don't. Well, actually, you don't need one. You wouldn't need one there because you're not doing what everyone else is doing. The quarterback position is the one that really tells me. You went with Klubnik, who's gone, and now you just did nothing. Nothing. Right. Just some, whatever. So they're in big trouble. They might be down there with Belichick this year. You never know. It could be the wheels might come off.
They do have a GM. It's Jordan Sorrells is their GM.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But I agree with both of you. I think, Billy perfectly said, you adapt or die. That's life. That's in anything in life.
Yeah.
John, you're up. The next one we got is Bill's. Next one we got is Duke. Duke just got crushed in transfers. They lost so many people. Yeah. 5.5 is their over under. I don't know how they become bowl eligible. They're just too tough of an academic school to do it. They don't have much when it comes to football. Go ahead, Billy.
It's a basketball school.
Yep.
It really is. And people are trying to say, well, their football program is on the up and up. I get it, but when at the end of the day, it's still a basketball school. It's always been a basketball school. Same with North Carolina.
Yeah.
I mean, same with North Carolina. You can, I will say, one team I think that could be really kind of maybe be another dark horse is Wake Forest.
Yeah.
I think they could potentially be a little bit of a dark horse. I'm not saying they're going to be
W.
Yeah, but I mean, Duke to me is just they're a basketball program first and a football program second, and that's just how it is, and it's not going to change.
And to your point, it would take an extraordinary effort from somebody like a, big boy up at Indiana. So
I mean, what happened last year, I think, was just
I mean, they're defending ACC champions.
Yeah, I mean, the stars aligned for them. I think that it was. They did enough to become ACC champions. That things fell their way, and they were able to do that. And but
beat a bad Virginia team too.
Exactly. I mean, but I just don't see them, being able to replicate what they had last year. I think it was luck last year. I really do.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I wonder how much they pay Manny Diaz. You know what I mean? To be the head coach there, because
I don't know.
It's an interesting one because that's a guy that I would think would be having thoughts of moving on. I mean, I know he had his time in Miami and all that, but
I mean, just look when Krzyzewski was there. Did we even talk about Duke football? No. Nobody even acknowledged Duke football. I mean, for years nobody acknowledged Duke football.
Yeah,
I forgot. 20 years ago, I forgot they had a team, for crying out loud. Oh, I thought they were like Marquette. Oh, they don't have a football team.
Right.
They were just. You never, they've been irrelevant for years. And I know, people are like, well, that in this landscape of NIL, they can, maybe they can turn that around. And like I said, I think they got lucky last year.
Well, they did spend $3.5 million in the portal. Manny Diaz makes $4 million a year.
Does he?
Yeah. They brought 19 in. They lost 17, but they lost a lot on offense. A lot on offense.
Well, and the quarterback, of course,
it's killing them. Yeah, which is crazy. All right, up next we have, what happens here? Does Norvell, do they push him out? Florida State. Go ahead, John.
Where'd they get it? Their quarterback's from what? Where did he come from? Auburn? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think anything's past him, but I don't know what the problem is. I got to tell you the truth. I don't even understand why these guys can't.
Buddy, they got money.
Yeah, I don't understand why they are in Clemson's territory, and they've been for a little bit now. I don't understand. I don't get it. What they get? How was their transfers? They ranked them on the top.
Yeah, I mean, they really they had a lot of transfers.
Bringing in 23. They lost 36 players.
Yeah,
they spent $3.9 million in the transfer portal, bringing in 23 players.
They only had one guy drafted in the NFL.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's nuts. And then a couple other walk-on that are somewhere now. And the one guy retired, Squirrel White. He retired before it even ended. So, I mean, that's crazy to me that you get one guy from Florida State. I don't know, man. I mean, I think the running backs are good. I think
good stable running backs. Their defense is always decent.
But they still 5 wins last year. Jeez.
The over under 6.5.
I'd go to 7, maybe. I don't know, Bill. What do you think of these guys? It shouldn't be this way.
I know. By the way, they play Alabama. As one of their out of conference games.
I mean, they're ranking them number 9 right now.
Wow.
Right above California.
Mighty have fallen. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're really attempting to rebuild, and they've relied heavily on the transfer portal, but they've lost a ton of guys.
Yeah. I think they had that undefeated year, and then it all fell apart.
Yeah.
I really fell down. Man.
The bowl game, they lost by 50 in the bowl game, or whatever the hell that was, and then that was it. Go ahead,
Weird,
Billy.
Strange though, right? I mean, just a weird collapse that I can't
fell off a cliff.
Understand.
Yeah, can't seem to get a quarterback. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're very good. So let's move on. Billy, talk to us about Georgia Tech.
Ooh.
Well,
They played Tennessee and Georgia.
yeah, I did see that. Yeah, they got one of the tougher schedules, I think, in college football this year. I mean, they're ranking them at 8th. They're right behind NC State. I don't know. I really don't have much notes on those guys.
Well, their quarterback is what's his name's brother from Indiana.
Mendoza, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's the starter. So, do you think he's any good? I mean, he's got any lineage according to close to his brother. They lost one of the best, I think, warriors. Battle, knight, from back in the dark ages. I mean, their quarterback last year, that guy left his body and soul on the field.
Yeah, he was amazing. He was very tough kid. Haynes King. Yeah, he was really good last year. I thought he was like you said, tough. Won them a lot of games. Come back. He had a bunch of comebacks wins.
Yeah.
Game winning drives that he led. Yeah, it's gonna be tough for them. I don't know this Mendoza's brother. I don't know how good he is. I don't know.
Signetti gave him a scholarship, so it must be decent.
Yeah, I mean, I think, hopefully he picks his brother's brain a little bit on certain things, and
probably the best running game in the ACC, maybe.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
So, but I mean, uncharacteristic losses. Pitt came down there and just whooped them. I mean, whooped them.
Yeah.
That game was not close, even though they tried to make it close. Pitt whooped them.
Yeah,
which was a little.
I was shocked by that. Yeah, that was one of the shocking wins that
Billy and I were texting the whole time. We're like, "Oh my god!"
I could not believe they were able to do that and go down there in their house and do that as well.
And then, of course, they tried to lose it on that. Oh my god! Never mind. It still gives me PTSD doing that. But I think they're. You said what, Billy? 9.
I didn't say anything. They're at 9. Oh yeah. I thought you meant wins.
No.
I was like, yeah, no, not 9 wins. I don't think.
Where are they?
No, they're at 8. They're at 8.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, they're right behind NC State.
Right. I mean, I think that's fair. All right, John, take us through Louisville's chances.
Well, I'm excited. I told you guys earlier. Can't wait to see Kleinholtz get his chance to, and Jeff Brom. Right, he's a really good quarterbacks guy. Yep. I mean, that should be a nice match for them two together. And that'll
7.5 is their over under.
Is it really? It's only 7.5, huh? Wow. Yeah. They had 9 last year. Yeah. They're my best. I think they're the second best team in the conference to me. I'm a big fan. I enjoy. Again, this is one of the fun. That's why this conference to me. I've said it to you guys before. For the last couple of years, we've been doing shows. It's a very fun conference and exciting. Just like the Big 12 can be too, but I think this is even a little better. This has a little more, like you said, there's defense that's played here. It looks like normal football.
Right.
I like them, man. I'm a big fan. I think Louisville can win 8, 9.
They're out of conference game. Big ones are Ole Miss and Kentucky.
Yeah,
I think that's what Kentucky would be. Go ahead, Billy.
They have them at 4.
Do they?
So yeah, I mean, wow. I think they're a pretty decent team. You know.
Wow, I have them at 4. Wow.
And I think they've done good recruiting too, in through the portal this year. So I don't know where they're ranked. Where do they have them ranked at?
Louisville is number 4.
Yeah,
bringing in 34 players. They spent $4.2 million.
Right.
This is a good one. They're going to be good. I don't know if they can win I'm probably not going to knock off Miami, but them and SMU, man, to me are the seconds.
It's just to your point. It's just what makes the conference strong, because their weak links aren't that weak.
Virginia's going to be good too. I think Virginia's going to be good.
Yeah, we're almost there. That's a V. All right, Billy, start us through Miami. I really like Darian Mensah. I do.
Yeah, well, I mean, we kind of touched on it already, didn't we? I mean,
they're probably going one loss or something this year.
Their tough game is they're going to Notre Dame. Other than that, they've got one of their out of conference is FAMU, Florida A&M University, and their other out of conference is Central Michigan. So this team's got to win 11 games. Their over under is 10.5. What do you think?
Yeah.
Billy?
I think they'll win 11 games.
They might win them all.
Do they have them at number 1 in the ACC?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
I mean, they could go undefeated. Why not? They just beat Notre Dame. You're undefeated, probably.
I think Notre Dame has the edge at quarterback, though.
Yeah.
With Carr.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the favorite punching bag next.
I mean, they're projecting them 10-2, or even 11-1. So.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have 10 wins because they go to Stanford, Florida A&M, Wake Forest, Central Michigan, Clemson, Florida State, Pitt, North Carolina, Duke, Virginia Tech, Boston College. I see them winning all those.
I tell you what, though, sometimes they're known for having some shocking losses.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's you got
the ball, man.
Yeah, you got to take that into consideration.
True.
They've got a tendency of having surprise losses.
Yeah. All right. Let's go, John. Take us through our favorite punching bag, North Carolina. Their over/under is 4.5 wins.
It's again where they got to pull the plug. Just stop it's almost like a throw in the towel because it's kind of sad and embarrassing and all around the horn for this. This is
bringing in 19. They lost 32. They spent 1.4 million.
They open in Ireland or something wacky? Yeah. They're going to get pummeled in Ireland and then come back. And I mean, I don't know, man. They're going to win 4 games.
They're going to get a Gaelic beatdown.
Yes, they will. And it's just not. I don't know. I mean, what do we? This is the biggest scam that's ever happened.
Oh, easily, dude.
In sport, in college sport. I mean, this guy he's a scam artist. The whole thing's a joke.
God, he's falling off a cliff too.
Just end it. Let his wife or girlfriend, whatever, put the headset on and stand next to him. Because at least that would be fun to watch. Maybe we could hear her what she's all plays or
like a NASCAR race.
Yeah.
Asking him money for the concession stand.
Yeah. Right.
Bill, you got a $5 on you? I need a drink. They're out of conference games are ETSU, UConn, and TCU in Ireland. So
they're going to lose them. They'll lose to UConn, and they'll lose
4.5. I see him at 4 wins. Billy, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you were 3-8 last year.
Yeah,
you were terrible. I mean, this is high pressure year for him. And I tell you what, if he thought that this was going to happen, I don't think he would have done this. If he had a crystal ball, and yeah, he would have been like, nope.
Well, if he had a crystal ball, he'd have a good coach, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because he's terrible. What the hell happened to him?
I don't know. I mean, I think he thought he could go. Here's the thing, like if he would have went to the getting back to the old traditional style college football, if he would have went to that era, he may have been good.
Yeah.
But just coming in here with this NIL and everything like that, and just it's just not a good fit for him. He just doesn't relate to the kids. Maybe that's why he selected a 20-something-year-old girlfriend, so he could kind of maybe feel like he's closer to
Well,
but I mean,
it's played more like pro football, though, right? You got general managers, you got stuff. If he just chose the most unbelievable place to go be a head coach at, you know what I mean? North Carolina is just not good, and then
he had a shot at going to Navy, and I thought he should have done that because I thought he would have been better.
Much
just
better.
The way his coaching style and the
Navy
way
Navy would never allow him on the sideline. Never.
Well, I mean,
throwing him out with the girl.
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
I just don't think that fits their culture. Right? His
dad was at Navy.
Oh yeah, back in the day, absolutely. In the 60s and 70s.
He has a lot of connections to Annapolis.
I don't
think they would have done that.
No, I don't think that's not the look they want.
Could you imagine her over there? She'd be running around.
Well, yeah. I mean, all the midshipmen would be,
The midshipmen.
I don't know. It's very interesting, Billy. I don't know, man. I don't know because ultimately,
I just think he would have been able to. He would have been a better served there. It is the way he coaches.
We can all agree
North
Carolina was not the school for him.
No, I mean it's again, it's not a football school.
Basketball,
I mean, right. I mean, you chose a school that has another just like Duke that has been traditionally basketball, and you chose to go. And you think that you're going to be a miracle worker and be able to, it was stupid to go to that. I mean, he could have went to I would have went to Boston College.
Yeah.
I mean, even,
been better.
Yeah. I mean, there would have been a lot of better choices for him to go than North Carolina. North Carolina is the worst place to go.
Yeah, it's bad.
No.
Bad. All right, let's move on to NC State, who plays a ridiculous game in Brazil against Virginia for some reason. Why college football has to go to Brazil, I don't know. But NC State, they're out of conference are Richmond, App State, and Vanderbilt. I know the Richmond quarterback because he's one of the foster kids my parents had. He is one of the it's the son of one of the foster kids we had. His name is Snellshire, so it's going to be interesting to watch that game. Well, but what do you think? Go ahead. Somebody start us off.
Go ahead, John.
Well, NC State. CJ Bailey, I see at quarterback. He's been there for a while, I guess. Yeah. 3,000 yards. I don't know. I mean, this is one of those that part of that middle that you love that I like to watch. It's really too bad they're playing Virginia in Brazil.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good game to do that too. Again, it's not bad when you throw TCU and North Carolina over there. Right. That's what's good to go over there. But to put that, this is a good game. That was a waste. They shouldn't do that. I don't know, man. NC State could get a bowl game for sure. 7 wins. I don't see why not.
Yeah. I think they were a problem too. They kind of didn't show up for a couple of big games as well when they were in their heyday. But again, Billy, it's kind of a basketball school too, Billy.
Yeah,
I know. I just was gonna. Yeah. It is kind of a basketball school.
The conference is full of basketball schools.
Right. That's the biggest issue. Yeah. You get the Jimmy Valvano. So what do you think, Billy?
I mean, I think NC State. The power ranking they have them at 7, right behind Clemson. I don't know. I think they could be better than Clemson.
I agree.
I mean, I don't like that. I agree with John. John, you kind of stole my thunder. I don't like that they're going to Brazil and they're going to face Virginia. That would have been a better served game to be here at home, in the U.S. I don't like. I mean, the NFL is doing it. I get it, but I don't like that they're doing this. I mean, Ireland's not so bad, but Brazil, I just don't think that's a good. I just don't think that's good to be going all over creation, playing these college games.
What is the point? Yeah, I mean, you could just play on a beach and anywhere. I mean, what's the difference? These guys don't know. They don't even know the NFL game when it goes over there and it looks ridiculous in the crowd.
Well, and then they play on these soccer fields and they don't. Nah. I know, they were slipping and sliding on these soccer fields last year. When
it's most definitely a slower game on those pitches.
Yeah, well, who was it? Chiefs and Chargers, I believe.
Oh yeah, all over the place.
Yeah, I mean they were slipping and sliding all over the place. But no, I don't know. College football, the pageantry of college football, the student, the students that come out, the student sections. I mean, how are you going to have that in Brazil? You're going to have all them kids travel with you,
right?
I mean, it's just not it's stupid. I don't understand why they're doing it. And I tell you what, college, they got a pretty rigorous schedule as it is. And then when you're adding this international travel on top of it,
it's stupid.
It's just it's bad football. You'll get bad football. You'll get these low scoring games. These kids are
Totally agree. All right, we got to pick it up. SMU, 8.5 wins. What do you think? Their toughest games. Let me see.
You're asking who? Me?
Yeah, they're out of conference. They got nobody. So.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're number 2. That's what they have them at as early power rankers at number 2.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. I mean, I
they did good in the portal, right? I think they did. I think they had a good.
Yeah. They're They're up there in the top 25.
I think it's going to be a battle with them in Louisville. I really believe those. For me, they're going to fight for the second spot behind Miami. And it's going to be good. It's going to be a two really good teams. I look forward to seeing these two. SMU's done a great job. Talk about changing their, the last time I remember them being good was when I was a kid. I think it was Craig James or whatever was.
Craig James and Eric Dickerson.
Yeah, Dickerson. They've really in the past 4 or 5 years have become a darn good team every year. They're 9 wins and it's fun to watch.
And I tell you what, Kevin Jennings is a pretty damn good quarterback.
Yeah, excited to see him, see what he does with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on to Stanford. Stanford's terrible.
Yeah.
3.5. Their out of conference games are Hawaii and Elon.
Yeah.
So we got to kind of win those there, Cal.
Hawaii's probably going to beat them.
I mean, Stanford, I don't expect anything out of them. You guys?
No. I'm sure Hawaii will beat them.
No.
Yeah. And they switch coaches again. Their general manager is what's his name? From the Colts quarterback.
Oh, well, he's failing. Yeah.
Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
That's a failure. And again, talk about stupid. Stanford on the Atlantic coast. So
yeah, and Stanford's more traditionally. I mean, they're good all around.
I tell you what, Bill Walsh is probably rolling in his grave.
Oh my!
With the things that they've done as a program and the moving to the ACC and they used to be a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Stanford used to be a power. I mean, I know growing up, I mean that was a team.
Yeah.
The Bill Walsh days. What you had? Who the hell did you have there? You had the Pitt coach there. The hell was his name?
Well, you also had Harbaugh.
Harbaugh was there, but yeah, you had who was the Walt Harris. Walt Harris was coaching there for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a
Rose Bowl or something. You know what I mean? Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
A lot of times, and
Elway went there.
Yeah, it's a disgrace. It's a real disgrace.
And I mean, you had and I mean Bill Walsh. I mean, hell, he had a lot of success at Stanford.
He did.
And I mean, they've been just a disappointment.
And more players were drafted from Stanford than Florida State. That's crazy.
No.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. All right.
That's what I'm saying. They were powerhouses back in the day.
Yeah. Syracuse, 4.5 wins. Don't expect anything out of them. Out of conference, they're playing UConn and New Hampshire.
That's again, and they're right next to me. They're not too far away from where I'm at. And I got to say, man, they're another one. They're another basketball school.
Oh,
it's always been. I mean, they've had their moments here and there, right?
McPherson, McNabb.
Yeah, but
I mean, their most famous football alum, obviously,
Jim Brown. Yeah.
But those days, I agree with you guys. Those days are gone. They're hurting. They had a little bit of power when they beat Clemson at home, but they
haven't been a consistently good football program. They've had flashes of brilliance, but it's been few and far between.
Yeah. I don't think they're doing that. All right. On to Virginia. Billy, 7.5 wins. You like Virginia?
I do. I like Virginia. They had 11-win season They won 11 games last year. They made some they did pretty good in the transfer portal.
Yeah. They got the kid from Penn State via Missouri. So the Penn State quarterback Perbula, who's a local kid to here, went to Missouri, did pretty well in Missouri, and now he's going to start at Virginia. So I think that's a good pickup for them.
Yeah.
I mean, 7.5 is the over-under. I think they'll be decent. Where do you have them on your ranking, Billy?
I have them at I got them at number 3.
Wow.
Right behind SMU and right above Louisville.
Yeah, I had them 4 right behind Louisville and SMU. So,
all right, let's keep it rolling. Virginia Tech, we talked a lot about 7.5 over/under.
Yeah,
out of conference for them is VMI, Old Dominion, and Maryland. They should win all of those. Go ahead, Billy.
Nuggets.
This should be a good year for them, right? Think about it. This is going to be this is like an electric. You know what I mean? This is exciting for them. You got Franklin. You got whatever. This should be a good year for them. A really good year. Yeah. Exciting, good for them too, because they were 3-9. So
yeah, I think they've reversed that. I think they're 9-3.
Well, what's been their Ed? You had 2 twin boys that went there. What has been their Achilles heel in the last few years?
Quarterback play.
Correct. And now they've got a stable quarterback situation.
Yep.
So and that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and we were there for the one game, which was amazing. I can't even imagine seeing Enter Sandman now with him there, Billy. It's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish it off. With Wake Forest. John, start us off.
Well, you know what? I know you like them, Bill, right? You think Wake?
I think they're going to be better than what a lot of people think.
Yeah.
So their over/under is 5.5 wins. They're out of conference. Are you ready for this? Akron, Purdue, and Merrimack.
Well,
so, yeah. And again, most famous thing about this is Tim Duncan. They're another. This is Tobacco Road, man. This is another traditional basketball school.
Yeah.
I mean, how Pitt lost to them, freaking beyond me.
Yeah.
But, I think the class. I think you guys had pretty much the rankings exactly the way they're going to go. I really do. I think the class is Miami still.
And I think Wake Forest, I think you got that Gio Lopez. He's expected to be the starting quarterback. I remember he was with wasn't he with that offensive coordinator Rob Azell? They were somewhere together, and then he left, and then Rob Azell took the position at Wake Forest, and now he's back with they're reunited. So look for that.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you guys. I think in the middle, it's got strength in the middle, weak at the bottom, and it's got some teams up top. So I agree with you guys. Overall, probably third best conference. But anyway, that was fun. We got through the ACC. Next week we'll do what's our next big one? We'll do the Big
Ten, right?
Yeah, we'll go ACC, Big 10, Big 12, SEC, and then we'll throw in some of the other relevant conferences. But great job, boys. Good show. Lights out buttons, and we'll see y'all next week.